She's a very nice single lady and she would like to find a man, but she say, Luba, like even though I speak German now, like when I go there, it's just it's like the guy is literally telling this in her face that, you know, I'm not looking for a relationship. I want to have fun. We can be like friends with benefits, but that's it.
So we are the co-founders of Heart Rocket, which is an international matchmaking agency which helps men from the West meet, date, form relationships, leading into marriage with women from Eastern Europe. Ukraine is in Eastern Europe, obviously. And a question that we've had recently, a couple of times, from guys that have booked consultation calls with us, who are on a mission to do just that, is why would a woman, now that she's in Western Europe, a woman from Eastern Europe, why would she be interested in using a service like ours to meet a man from the West if she's in a country where there is plenty of Western men already? And we've had this question twice in the last week or so. So we wanted to address that today because, hey, people are thinking about it.
My name is Luba. I'm a matchmaker with 14 years experience.
And my name is Stryker.
And today we're going to answer this question because we really do have hear that from our clients, or like we got an email even about that, like why the lady would use a matchmaker if she's already in Europe, she's in Germany, Italy, it's so easy for her to date. And I want to answer that because I think it's not a myth, but it's like it's really not the reality. Do Ukrainian ladies get attention from the guys on the street, in a shop, like somewhere? Of course. But do they get this attention to actually build and form serious relationship with these guys who are like, you know, look at her and say, wow, like, or yours, like give them some compliment on the street? Of course, no. So at the moment, the value of the matchmaker become much more higher for the ladies than it used to be before. Because like the ladies, nothing changed for them. Like we don't see the flow that the ladies are desperate. They moved to Germany and now they need to get out of there and they need to like to move to US or anywhere else on the planet. They are like the year passed, and I'm very proud of our ladies that even in such a difficult times, even if the ladies with a child or single, they all like find their job, like they find work in Germany, in Italy, in France. They do some work, they learn language, and they live their life. Some of the ladies in our database even say that they don't want to move to another country anymore. So they want, for example, to find men in Germany. But they want to find men who wants to create a family. The same as they used to when they register to the agency in Ukraine. They wanted before, they wanted now. Nothing changes. They didn't meet this guy yet. When the ladies are meeting the guy in Germany, for example, okay, I'm using Germany as an example because a lot of ladies are there. It was like the most comfortable condition for the refugees to go there. They give them like where to live, they give them language courses, and they give them job and money, so it was good. But when they want to meet somebody, where they can go? They can use Tinder, right? And Stryker can explain more about his thoughts about Tinder. That is the truth, right?
Well,
why
okay.
people using Tinder.
So yeah, but if we look at it like this, okay, so the urge that a woman has, whether she's from Ukraine or Eastern Europe, whatever it is, to be in a relationship with a man who's serious, to create a family, to build a life together, to be protected, to be provided for, none of this has changed. Okay, so has it become easier for her now that she's in a Western country, like Germany or something like that, or UK or Ireland or United States? Well, it really depends on what her mentality is, right? Because, you know, with all of our guys, we have to teach them, we have to train them, they have to understand what it's like to date a Ukrainian woman because she has a certain dating culture, right? And you have to fit into that for her to take you seriously. Now, if a woman goes from Ukraine, of having a particular dating culture, to say UK, well, how's that going to fit in there, right? So, and we see the struggles that guy, even though we teach them, some guys need more than others, right? So if a man takes a woman on a date who's in UK, for example, and she's from Ukraine, and he's expecting to go like double Dutch, for example, he wants her to pay for half. She's supposed to be a little bit more independent, right? So she has to allow for that. Is she going to just automatically accept it? Probably not. Is she going to be disappointed with it? Probably. Is there going to be at some point in time where she eventually goes, well, this is just the way that it is, so I have to just kind of deal with it? Yes, that's probably going to happen at some stage, right? But one thing that I want to just address here is that I can't say only, but mainly in USA do men put women higher up when it comes to, like, put them up a little bit higher than, say, other cultures, right? In UK, it's not really that big of a deal. In Germany, it's not at all. in Poland, it's not at all. To be thinking, I'm dating a woman from Eastern Europe, it doesn't make any sense. For a man in Poland to go, oh wow, I'd love to meet a woman from Eastern Europe, he's pretty much there already, right? There's not that much difference. Maybe there's some difference, like modern differences within culture, maybe when it comes to dating as well, I'm not too sure. But in terms of how they look, it's not that much different, right? So it's easy to say, wow, they're in a Western country and they're not going to be interested in me. Well, that's probably more something that's about yourself. If you're thinking that, if you're thinking, well, a Polish guy's got something over me, I'm an American. If you think that and think I'm not going to bother, that's more something that you have to deal with yourself, right? That's probably what I would say about that there.
The guys who are on these apps, they are not serious. Guys, sorry to interrupt. I just want to invite you all to our Telegram closed community. The link in the description below. Why should you subscribe? Is because we're going to announce there soon invite-only events that we're going to hold there. You can message me or Stryker or both of us directly and ask questions. It's the fastest way to reach out to us. You can get support from other members of the group who are our clients, potential clients who are already done it and successful clients. And also you can get to know our recent updates and news from the hard rocket and a little bit of a backstage videos. So I will be waiting for you there. That is the biggest problem.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Apart from the culture difference, this is step number 2. If you find a man who really wants to build a relationship, but he's not like using the matchmaking service and he doesn't know the difference between UK ladies and Ukrainian ladies, it's kind of a problem level 2. Because first we're meeting, like the biggest problem that the ladies meeting is that yes, guys want to meet. He can invite you, he even like pay, like that's not a problem. But his intentions is just to meet. Like his intention is not to build a family, because if it is on app, yes, he's very curious. Like he just want to sleep over with you. Basically, I will say how it is. And I know that because a lot of ladies talk about this. Like the ladies who like we have our assistant, our wing woman in Germany, and she's a very nice single lady, and she would like to find a man, but she say, Luba, like even though I speak German now, like when I go there, it's just it's like the guy is literally telling this in her face that I'm not looking for a relationship. I want to have fun. We can be like friends with benefits, but that's it. And this is not what this lady is looking for, because like it's not, we like did the video, I don't know if it is already posted now, about the modern woman. Like it's not that they're looking for sex, they're looking for a relationship, and nothing changed. Like the time is going, they registered the agency, they wanted to find that when they were in Ukraine, but now they want to find it while they are here. So when they're using our service, and like they don't need to double ask us, oh, if this guy is serious, because of course the guy who came to us, paid us money, and want to build a relationship, he is serious about that. Like we didn't have any guy who was like saying, no, I'm just curious, I just want to pay you. Like
there's motivation.
He's motivated, and so the lady can be confident, and also she know that it's not the guy who will ghost her tomorrow. She know that she has me, that she can always message or call and see what is going on. So we know a little bit more about the guys.
Yeah.
So that is like that was my point, that like the difference, the cultural difference, and that the guys really in Europe don't see much difference between, like especially in Poland, between Ukrainian lady and Polish lady, because they look this, like we look Slavic, we look the same. Stryker is very right, but my point is that to meet easy, but to date and build a relationship, it's much more difficult. And also like unfortunately, if the guy knows that she, like for example from Germany, that she's a refugee, he has this like lower, like she's the refugee, like and he put her lower, when the like most of our clients are Americans, Canadian, Australian. They understand that they're looking for qualities. They understand that they're looking for traits. They don't care like if she's like refugee or not refugee. For them, it doesn't matter. Like for them, they're looking for a traditional relationship that lady is happy to give. We have a call yesterday, and the lady, she has US visa and travel visa. She visited, like she has some friends and family there, but she now live in, I think, Netherlands or something. So Ukrainian lady at the moment can pick any, like she can just like think, okay, I want to live in Paris, I will live in Paris. I want to live in Alaska, she can live in Alaska. Anywhere she wants, she can live. And so this is not a problem. The problem is to find two people like the lady. That's why you guys coming to Matchmaker, because you want to find lady who not just like come for the bar because like she break up with her boyfriend this night and she just want to have fun. Like you want to find lady who wants to build a relationship, and she wants to find man who is serious about building a family, and why that is working.
I mean, and I'll just say that also because just because she's in a matchmaking company like ours That doesn't mean that she closes doors to other avenues. And it doesn't mean that she goes, right, I've downloaded Tinder, I need to cancel this subscription because I'm only going to stick to one. Think about it yourself, like if you're looking for a relationship, would you just look at one avenue and go, that's it, that's all I'm going to do? Of course not. You would have many avenues. If you're really motivated, you'd be looking everywhere. And if you're super motivated, you'd be going out places, you'd be going to clubs or restaurants and trying to do whatever, right? So they have a similar mentality, right? They're not focused on one particular way that's going to work because that would be ridiculous, right? So if they're in, if for some reason a guy requests us to speak to one of our ladies, and we call her and she says, I've just started a relationship, we say, okay, great, good for you. I hope it all works out. And that's the end of it.
And that is happening. That has also happened. Like we have two ladies during the wartime that got married with Ukrainian soldiers. And the guy, of course we can't, that's why you send, our guys send us the number of the lady that he likes. I call her, I talk to her, I see. Because if she was not requested for 2 years, why would I call her? I'm not calling her. But this happened, this really happened. Or the lady about some countries that we have one lady that I just remember now, she's in Germany. And I know her personally. I met her in Dnipro, very nice lady. And I talked to her, and she said, "Lubichka, I don't want to move to US anymore. I didn't meet anybody in Germany, but my kid is at school. I'm learning the language. I feel comfortable here, so I would like to stay here probably, or come back to Ukraine. But Germany is my country where I want to stay. So that is fine as well. That is what we're figuring it out. And of course, in Germany, and we also help the guys. We have guys from Europe. But they are more motivated. They understand that, yes, so I'm ready. I want to find a family.
Yeah.
And so answering the question, is it easy for Ukrainian lady to meet a guy? It's easy to meet, but it doesn't mean that it is easy to build a relationship.
Yeah, it's easy for Western guys from full Western countries, like UK, USA, whatever, to think that. We get that. We get why they would think that because we put them on a higher level, right? Like I said before, on a higher level. And we know that most of the people that watch our YouTube channel, 80% of them, maybe 70, 80% are from the United States. Only 5% are from UK. UK is right here. And we always say these guys have got the perfect opportunity. We want to figure it out. Why they're not interested? And I think that, my theory is the further you get away from Ukraine, the more desirable it is because it's difficult to get, right? There's something there. I don't know what it is. But that's the way it is. So if you are from a full Western country, like maybe UK or Australia, Canada, whatever, you think differently than what you do in actual Europe itself, right? It's just the way that it is. They're just, for them, it's we don't care about that stuff.
But one thing that I'm happy is that more people now know about borscht, about vareniki, because our ladies really represent our culture very good all over the Europe. And all the neighborhoods and all the if they live in some community and then some German family, Italian family, they all making that. So this is just an answer to the question that we get, because we don't want you guys to think that, oh, she's Ukrainian lady that she's
she's gone to Germany and she's been swarmed by men and she has every option. It's not like that. These women are going to countries, they don't know anyone, they can't speak the language, they don't want to go out anywhere.
And also they live in villages. The thing is that and it's another, we have it's I think it's human being. We always look at Instagram and think, oh, they're in this island and the life is so good. But we're forgetting that this is just the photos. I also got caught on this so many times. And even you never know what is behind this photo. And if we talk about these refugee ladies, they don't live in Berlin and big cities. They live in some villages where literally one train a day, and if they need to go somewhere, they need to stay in line and wait for this bus or train. So we live in this fantasy and we think, oh, they all live in Paris. Nobody lives in Paris, nobody. They live in some countryside that is yes, they can be introduced to the cow, but
I know one that's here in Valencia. And I've seen photos of her on Instagram, and she's down at the beach, and she's down over here, and it looks incredible because it's the Valencia beach and all that sort of stuff. But I know that she's staying, well, she was, I don't know if she's anymore, but she was staying
in a refugee center.
In a refugee center, which was an old maternity hospital that they converted, and there was 200 rooms in there.
And how many people was in the room? Her kid, mother, and somebody else. Not even one family in one room. Yeah,
I'm not too sure, or how many are in the actual unit itself. But that's the life. At what point is she going to the club and meeting men or going on Tinder dates and et cetera, And they're all living like this. Like,
But at least she's in like big city. But there, as I say, like in Germany especially, nobody lives in big cities. Like you are very, very lucky if you got into something big. Okay, enough for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have more questions that you want us to cover, please put them in the comments below.
Catch you later.